something so small can connect you to everything that matters.
When your life and all you love
are on the line.
Number one, the United States does conduct espionage.
We're at the end of a definition of what a normal human being is.
It is a big idea, a new world order.
Today we're going to be thoroughly covering the microchip. Not just the microchip that goes in your hand or your pet, but also the one that is in our clothes, our electronics, and the one that has infiltrated our homes.
The year is 2017. You're rushed to a hospital unconscious with no ID or medical history, but thanks to a microchip under your skin, it's all there. Science fiction 20 years ago, but a biometric reality today.
Well, here I am at the meat counter. This is what the shop likes to call its intelligent freezer. Why do they think it's so clever? Well, all the packets of meat here contain a microchip.
It may seem like a vision of a distant science fiction world, but this scenario could be just around the corner. In fact, at this very moment in South Korea, an entire city, a U-city, is being built that utilizes ubiquitous technology.
We know that they're spying on us, and they know that we're spying on them.
The city of the future that combines high-tech IT infrastructure and information services in the city space. Hwasong Dongtan U City, a place where lifestyle of the future becomes a reality. At Hwasong Dongtan U City, your dreams become a reality.
The Department of Homeland Security wants to cut down on the chances that potential terrorists and illegal immigrants can get their hands on government IDs. Today, Homeland Security Chief Michael Chertoff unveiled plans for new, more secure driver's licenses.
A new school year and a new piece of technology that has some students worried. The new Canaan, Connecticut school district could soon be trying out electronic tracking technology on students and school property. Mixed reviews.
I think it's my business to know where he is, and the school's business to a certain extent when he's there.
I think they would feel, I don't know, weird about people.
They already had this plan, but the thing that we need to be conscious of is this implantable biomicrochip. Are you following me?
Yes.
So it's RFID chip that they're going to put in everyone. This is what we need to be aware of, because that is the culmination of their plan. They want to make human slaves out of us. They want to make mind control slaves out of us. They want sheeple. They want useless eaters. They want automatons. They want to control you by remote control. And this is actually what's going on.
In the 1960s, Professor Jose Delgado took a normally hostile bull and implanted electrodes into its brain. Electrodes that could be activated by a radio transmitter. His objective was to see if stimulation of the bull's midbrain could short-circuit the rage signals, stopping the bull before it reached the matador. After the bull had recovered from the implantation and in mid-charge, the button was pressed. The bull's aggression ceased instantly.
This is your brain. This is your brain on a microchip.
Scientists say they'll now be focusing on linking the microchip with the human brain to see how well it can control artificial limbs and restore brain function. University officials say this is the only Canadian city that will be working with such technology. Crystal Ganansing, CBC News, Calgary.
A clearer experiment was performed with cats. In this classic example, the hypothalamus, the rhythm maker, was implanted with electrodes. Could it be responsible not just for rhythms, but also for rage? The switch is turned. Then the switch is turned off. So indeed, the hypothalamus does control certain types of aggression.
According to Dr. Delgado, experiments of this type have also been performed on humans. We know that these experiments were conducted in Canada at certain hospitals, and that certain unknowing, unwilling, unconsenting human subjects were implanted with small electrodes in the brain, and to this day are still being controlled by their handlers. It is not, ladies and gentlemen, a complex process as you may believe. In fact, it need not even be implanted within the skull or be productive of stimulation of the brain. All that is needed to accomplish the radio control of the brain is a twitching muscle. The subject becomes hypnotized and a muscle stimulant is implanted. The subject, while under hypnosis, is commanded to respond when the muscle stimulant is activated, in this case, by radio transmission.
Well, they talked about, for example, electrical hazards. This thing is by no means inert. The way it works is it actually picks up and amplifies ambient electromagnetic energy from the reader devices. And if you have one of these things in your arm and you get within range of a powerful electromagnetic field, it can actually burn you.
Well, actually, obviously, Secretary Thompson, it's an honor to have him on our board of directors. And as he stated all along, when the infrastructure is in place, he will get a chip.
That could be 2050.
Let me finish. We now have over 60 hospitals that have agreed to implement the system, so that time is nearing.
2 now, right?
And I spoke with Secretary Thompson yesterday, and we believe it's in the very near future that he will get a chip and then appear on your show to talk.
You have a chip implanted. Is it underneath your right arm?
It's in the right arm. You power up a scanner, and you simply scan the arm. And once you scan the arm, you'll see that the identification information.
And on the laptop here you have it hooked up to, it says some number, but that doesn't.
On the database about Scott Silverman, it'll have my driver's license information, it'll have medical information, it'll have financial information, and it'll have security information for ingress and egress into facilities.
The critics would say, and I listened to it, and I'm trying to figure it out, but they use the they word a lot. Is there a vast RFID conspiracy out there that is they would say this is a slippery slope. This is the first thing. This is where you lull us into a false sense of security. We all get these things. And then the next thing you know, I don't know, it's making like Soylent Green. Like the Trilateral Commission, or the whole world gets taken over, like in Terminator 3 or something. Is anything? I mean, do we need to worry?
There's no conspiracy, Joe.
You sure?
I'm sure.
I'm looking at you.
I'm looking
at your eyebrow. It twitches when you say that a little bit.
And I'm looking back at you.
Federal Reserve.
We're standing outside on the sidewalk. We're talking about the Constitution.
Of course, I know exactly what the dollar is going to do, but I'm not at liberty to. You're not going to tell me the truth.
And those people who have been yelling, oh, the UN's going to take over global
Conspiracy
government.
Conspiracy theorists.
They've been crazy, but now they're right.